Racism towards white people. It's become a trend recently on social media, especially on TikTok, to be racist to white people. A lot of people are not going to like this video, but frankly, I don't really care because this is a problem that needs to be talked about. I've legit seen videos online of people being openly racist to white people and being proud of it. I remember I saw this one video a while back of a girl claiming that you need to ask your friends if your white friend can come and hang out because maybe they don't want to deal with the quote unquote white energy, and that you don't want that person to feel like a good white person and feed into their ego. It's actually insane. But the question is, why do these people think it's okay or acceptable to be racist to white people? Maybe they've had some bad encounters with white people in the past and think it's because they're racist and that all white people are bad as a whole because of those few bad interactions. If this is one of the reasons, this reason just pretty much makes no sense. Because people have bad interactions with people of every race. Just because you had a bad interaction with someone of a different race doesn't mean they're racist. That's like, for example, me getting cut in line at a grocery store by a person of color and then blaming it on their race. It just makes no sense. But if the roles were reversed, you know damn well no one would have a problem with it or speak out against it. People love playing the race card nowadays, but what they fail to realize is this isn't the 1800s anymore. Not every white person that you come across has ill intentions towards you, nor is every white person who you've had a bad interaction with been racist. In fact, I actually think people of other races are more racist to white people nowadays than white people are racist to them. For example, I've heard a countless amount of stories from mixed Hispanic people talking about how they've been singled out and made fun of by fully Hispanic people for being partially white. And I've seen those same people say how they've never been made fun of or discriminated against by white people, but they have by Hispanic people. But nobody has a problem with this, right? But if a white person were to do this, everybody would freak out. Now, I'm not saying there's not a single bad or racist white person out there, but I feel like a lot of people just hate white people just because they're alive. Or maybe they hate white people as a whole and think they're all bad just because they've come across a few not so nice white people. It reminds me of the George Floyd situation. A white cop kills a black man and the public goes into a rage, saying the police need to be defunded and that all cops are bad. Just because one police officer is bad doesn't make every police officer bad. Same goes for this. Just because there's some bad white people in the world doesn't mean every white person is bad. Same goes for every race and situation. It's as simple as this. There are good people in the world of every race, and there are bad people in the world of every race. But just because you've had a couple bad experiences with white people doesn't mean that they're all bad, nor does it mean that the majority of white people who have good intentions towards people, no matter the race, deserve to be treated badly or hated on. But this is only one possible reason why some people of other races, mostly black people, don't like white people. Another reason why some people may hate white people is because of their ancestral background with slavery. But here's a little history lesson for you real quick. White people aren't the only ones who own slaves. Black people actually owned slaves too. In fact, black people held their own black people as slaves. White people also held white people as slaves too, not only black. And if we really want to get into it, the white slave owners were actually mostly the British. But we won't get into that because I'm not a history teacher, and frankly, I don't want to be. I think a big problem is that a lot of people of color's parents or family members tell them all this gibberish about slavery and how bad white people are, and pretty much pass down their hate towards white people to their kids or younger family members and pretty much teach them how to not like white people. Back to the slavery part real quick. The thing is, most white people nowadays don't have racist or slave owner ancestors. And even if they did, we're talking about a long time ago, like great grandpas and stuff. So why should white people nowadays get hate and get treated badly because of stuff that their ancestors who they don't even know did? They're not the ones who owned slaves back in the day, nor did they ask to be born white or to have these ancestors. So how is it fair to them? They had no choice. And the same people who act this way and act like you can't be racist to white people are the same ones who preach about equality. How is casting out white people and treating them badly for no reason at all making anybody equal? To answer your question, it doesn't. I live my life by a little saying: treat others how you want to be treated, and speak about others how you want to be spoken about. But it seems like this next generation has pretty much forgot about that. The moral of the story here is just be kind to everybody. There are bad people of every race. There is no, not all white people are bad, and I don't know. I think a lot of you can agree with me on this, but have a good day. Hope you enjoyed.